Hello students, today we discuss chapter 8, that is Python programming language. Okay, in this chapter we will discuss following topic: what is Python programming language, different features of the Python programming, how to write the Python programming, what is token, what is variables, how to assign the how to define or assignments in a Python programming language, different input and output statements, okay, and different data types. So this topic we will discuss in this chapter. Okay, so first is Python introduction. So Python is widely used, interpreted and object oriented and high level programming language. Okay, as you know, maybe Python is comparatively other language, it is like easy to understand and high level programming language. And Python was developed in 1991 at National Research Institute for the mathematician and computer science in Netherlands. Okay, so it was developed in 1991. Next one of the most famous platform where the Python is extensively used is YouTube. Okay, this is a very new and important for you, where the Python is used nowadays. Python is also used in YouTube. Clear? Okay, now we discuss about the features of the Python programming language. So first features is simple and easy to learn. Comparatively other programming language, Python is very simple and easy to learn. Okay, we will discuss the same in depth. Next is platform independent. This is the most important. Python programs can run on any platform. Okay, you can carry code, create on your Windows machine like Windows operating system, and run it on Mac or Linux operating system. For example, you have create your code on Windows operating system, then after you copy of your code and put in a Mac operating system, then the same is also working. So it is a bytecode. Clear? It generate the bytecode. I will see in this image like our source code. Whenever we compile our source code, then bytecode will be generated. So we just copy the bytecode and put in another operating system. So same Python is working. Clear? When the Python program is compiled using Python compiler, as I already say, it generates the bytecode. Okay, we just write the Python code. When compiled, then system will generate the bytecode, and this bytecode is generated by the PVM, that is Python virtual machine. So Python bytecode represents the fixed set of instructions that run on all the operating system and hardware using PVM, that is Python virtual machine. Next features is various features of the Python program. Next point is various features of the Python program. So the first features is open source. Python is open source. We can download like from the internet. Okay, you do not need to pay for this software, this programming language. Second is dynamically typed. Okay, dynamically typed means this is dynamically assign the variables. We do not need to specify which type of variable, that is integer, string. We will discuss in this chapter deeply. There are variables, how it is dynamic, and we also discuss programming language. Huge library. Python itself has a huge library, so we can use various inbuilt Python functions. Next, Python is procedure and object oriented programming. So Python support both the C as well as C programming language. As you know, C is a procedure oriented programming and C++ is a object oriented programming. So Python is supported both object plus procedures. Hopefully everyone understand all the features of the Python programming. So now we discuss next point. Next, writing a Python program. So there are two ways we can write and execute the Python program first using the command line window, and second is using Python IDLE graphics window. So these two way we can write the Python program. The first is command line. We use the command line window whenever we want to write the single line. Okay, whenever we want to write the single line code, then we use the command line window, and if you want more than one line, then we use the IDLE graphics window. Okay, so now next is token. So what is tokens? As similar in other programming language, tokens are the smallest units of the program. Okay, and following tokens in the Python like keywords, identifiers, literals, operators, and punctuators. So these all are the tokens. Now we will discuss one by one. First is keywords. What is keywords? They are the words used by the Python interpreter. I just repeat, keywords are the words used by the Python interpreter to recognize the structure of the program. Okay, so there is a inbuilt various keywords are there, as and there is a specific meaning for the keywords. As these words have a specific meaning for the interpreter, they cannot be used as any other purpose. Any other purpose, it means we cannot use as a variable name or function name. And the keywords are false, true, class, is, return, and many others are there. So these are the keywords in a Python programming language. We cannot use as a variable and functions name. So hopefully everyone understand what is keyword. Now next is identifier. So what is identifier? Identifier in a Python are nothing but user defines names to represent the entities like variables and function name. Identifier, it means simply the variable name that we define in other programming language C and C++ or functions name. Okay, there are some specific rules we need to follow whenever we define the identifier. Few rules are that we cannot use the special symbols, we cannot start with the numbers. So all the rules we need to follow whenever we define the whenever we use the identifier in Python programming language. Next is literals. So what is literals? Literals can be defined as a data that is given to the variable or constants. Okay, the value that is assigned under the variable, that is known as a literal. And Python have a following type of literal. First is string literal, numerical literal, boolean literal, and one special type of literal, that is non-literal. Okay, so hopefully you already know about the string literal. String literal means there is a alphabetical type, that is we use the name. Numerical literal, we can use only numbers. Boolean literal means true and false. Okay, we can if the value is like one sign, then it is true, otherwise if the zero, then it is considered as a false. And last is spatial literal. None as in other programming language null data type is used, but in Python programming language none is used. So none is also a keyword, inbuilt keyword in Python programming language. Okay, and when there is a no value assigned, by default Python is considered as a none. Next, operators. Okay, this is most important topic. What is operator? Operators are the symbols which perform the operations on the operand. Okay, which operations can perform? Like arithmetic operation, then division, multiplication. Okay, any operation it perform on operand. So what is meant by operand? I will now explain. If we write a plus b, okay, if we write a plus b, then the operator is plus. Okay, plus is operator, and a and b is considered as an operand. Clear? So a and b is considered as an operand. So if an operator acts as a single variable, then it is called as a unary operator. Now there are various type of operators are there. First is unary operator. So what is unary operator? When there is a single operands are there and single operators are there. So this is known as a unary operator. Binary operator, when there is a two operands are there, like a plus b. Okay, as I already specified, a plus b, so that is known as a binary operator. Next, ternary operator. Ternary operator means we use minimum three variables. Okay, like a plus, then we use three conditions. If like two conditions, not three conditions, but what exactly this ternary operator will do? Minimum we need a three variables and we perform some operations, so that is known as a ternary operator. Now now we will discuss one by one various operators. Now first is unary minus operator. What is unary minus operator? Unary minus operator is represented by minus sign. Okay, now I will just give the example. If a equal to 10 and whenever I assign a equal to minus a, so now the value of a become a minus 10. Okay, so now if I print a, so the output will be the minus 10. So here I will use the unary minus operator. Clear? That is a minus a. Here I use the one operator and one variable. That is minus is the operator and a is the operand or variable name. Here next is arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator, as we know, various arithmetic operator we can use: addition, subtraction, division. Now relational operator. Okay, in this chapter we will discuss various relational operator. It is also known as a comparison operator. Whenever we want to compare two variables, then we use the relational operator. Okay, and the most important thing is when after comparing it return the value in boolean value. Okay, it return the value in the boolean form. Boolean form means true and false. Okay, for example, my x equal to 5 and y equal to 8. Okay, whenever I am compared this two value, here you can see that y is greater than. Oh, here so condition become a false, so it will return in boolean form. Boolean form means it return the false because my condition is not true. Clear? So this is the example of relational operator. Next is assignment operator. What is the assignment operator? The assignment operator are used to assign the value of the right expression to the left operand. Okay, it will assign the value of right expression to the left operand. It is a very easy, like for example x equal to 3, so this is my right expression is 3 and it is assigned to the left operand to x. Okay, so this is how the value is assigned. I just sharing with you. Then x is equal to 2 plus 7, this is also my assignment operator. Next is logical operator. So what is logical operator? Logical operator are used to form the compound condition. So compound condition is a combination of more than one simple condition. Okay, so what the logical operator do, whenever we compare two conditions using and or not operator, then we use the logical operator. There are three types of logical operator: and, or not. And same way, after each condition is evaluated, it gives the result in a true or false form. If the condition is true, it will return in true form. If the condition is false, then it will return in false form. So there are three types of logical operator: and, or, and not.